Well, the mayors of 8 cities are fed up with rising crime levels. Tonight, I talked with the mayors of Kent, Federal Way, Renton, and Auburn, who are voicing the concerns of people who live in these cities and pleading for the state and county to do something.
We really need to provide a higher level of public safety. Our community is demanding it.
For these mayors in South King County, their cities are just lines on a map.
Nobody knows where one city begins and another ends. Nobody cares. They just want to feel safe.
But their common denominator, high rates of crime.
Criminals have been emboldened, right? They know that there's not going to be, or likely not going to be, consequences to their actions.
The mayors of Federal Way, Kent, Auburn, and Renton, plus others in South King County, signed this public plea to address rising crime in their cities, pointing to the Blake decision that prevents law enforcement from making certain drug arrests and a state law that stops police from chasing criminals unless it's for DUI, violent crime, or a sex crime. Federal Way Mayor Jim Farrell says criminals know they can get away with it.
That's why car theft statewide has gone up 88% in 1 year.
Farrell says low staffing at the King County Jail is also straining the system.
There are 100 officers down, and the COVID restrictions that were put in place 2 years ago are still there.
They point to this regional justice center in Kent that normally books felony suspects from South King County, but staffing shortages have forced police to go to Seattle to book arrestees. Kent Mayor Dana Ralph says that has a ripple effect in her community.
The biggest problem is that when you take an officer off the street for 4 hours in a department that is already significantly understaffed, it becomes a public safety issue.
A spokesperson for Governor Jay Inslee's office says rising crime is not a problem unique to this area, but a complex issue happening nationwide, adding in part, the state will continue its part by listening to local partners to promote safety and share resources that address the root causes of violence and crime. These mayors say ultimately it's not about pointing fingers.
We want to be part of the solution, and we're just saying we're standing ready to help in any way that we can.
King 5 also got a response from the King County Executive's office. A spokesperson tells us public safety is one of their highest priorities, adding jail staff continue to field calls from law enforcement and bring in high priority cases on days when there is limited staff. He adds they will continue to partner with all levels of government to keep communities safe. Back to you.